Welcome to the Beat the Odds horse racing show. Today we're going to recap the Santa Anita Oaks, the Santa Anita Derby, the Dubai World Cup, the Ashland, and the Wood Memorial. Before we get into the show, I've got a fantastic deal on your next event tickets. Whether it's a concert, a sports game, or a horse racing event, SeatGeek is the best place to buy tickets. Just use my code BTO Horse Racing at checkout to get $20 off your purchase of $50 or more. That's right, $20 off your tickets to your next big event. So if you're planning to catch a race, a concert, or any other live event, SeatGeek has you covered with great prices and an easy-to-use app. Just head over to SeatGeek.com or download the SeatGeek app and use BTO Horse Racing for $20 off your purchase of $50 or more. Don't miss out and enjoy the show. Let's start at Santa Anita. In this year's running of the Santa Anita Oaks, we saw a dominant performance by Tenma, a promising filly from the Bob Bavard barn. She stalked the pace early, then powered past her stablemate Silent Law down the stretch to secure a convincing win. The race was run at a mile and a 16th over the Santa Anita dirt, and Tenma's effort put her as one of the favorite in the Kentucky Oaks at Churchill Downs. This race has long served as a major prep for the Kentucky Oaks, and this year was no exception. Tenma not only showcased talent, but also maturity, handling a solid field and showing she can rate and finish. With Bavard unable to participate in the Kentucky Oaks due to ongoing restrictions, it'll be interesting to see where she ends up and who will take over training duties if she goes that route. All signs point to Tenma being a serious player moving forward. We'll break down the fractions, race setup, and what this performance means for her chances on the first Friday in May. Staying at Santa Anita with the Santa Anita Derby. The 2025 Santa Anita Derby delivered a breakout moment for journalism, a colt trained by Michael McCarthy and ridden by Umberto Rispoli. He sat just off the pace in the early stages, then made his move around the far turn and pulled away in the stretch to win the 1 and an 1/8 mile prep with authority. The win locked in journalism as the favorite for the Kentucky Derby. At Churchill Downs, he finished ahead of Bossa and Westwood, both of whom ran solid races but couldn't match the winner's closing kick. He showed the right combination of tactical speed and finishing power traits that could translate well on the first Saturday in May. Heading across the world to Maiden, the 2025 Dubai World Cup gave us one of the most shocking upsets in the race's rich history. Hit Show, dismissed at 80-1 on the international tote, stormed home late under Florent Giroux to steal the $12 million prize. Trained by Brad Cox, the 5-year-old came from well off the pace, launching a powerful move on the far turn and reeling in Mixto, who looked like a winner until the final strides. The heavily favored Forever Young had every chance but settled for third, rounding out a race that flipped expectations upside down. With this win, Hit Show not only earned one of the sport's richest purses, but also reasserted himself on the world stage after being largely under the radar since his 3-year-old campaign. Coming back to the United States and going over to opening weekend at Keeneland, the Ashland Stakes at Keeneland gave us a wire-to-wire winner in La Cara, a filly who stamped herself a legitimate Kentucky Oaks threat. Breaking sharply from the gate, she went straight to the front and never looked back. Dylan Davis had her cruising comfortably on the lead, and when the others came calling, La Cara simply turned them away. The race was run over a fast track at a mile and a 16th, and La Cara handled the distance with no issues, finishing in 1:45 and change. Take Charge Milady tried to close the gap late, but had to settle for second, while Maima rounded out the top 3. This win earned La Cara 100 qualifying points for the Kentucky Oaks, all but guaranteeing her a spot in the starting gate on the first Friday in May. She's clearly got speed, and now she's got credentials. The Wood Memorial was also this weekend at Aqueduct. The 2025 Wood Memorial at Aqueduct was all about Rodriguez. The Bob Bavard trainee broke sharply, went straight to the front, and never gave his rivals a chance to get involved. With Mike Smith aboard, Rodriguez set solid but manageable fractions and had plenty left in the tank, drawing off late to win by a comfortable 3.5 lengths. The race was run at 1.125 miles, and Rodriguez stopped the clock in 1 minute 48 seconds and 15 milliseconds in effort that earned him a spot in the Kentucky Derby starting gate. Grande chased Gainley to finish second, and Passion Rules close for third. Rodriguez now heads to Churchill Downs with momentum and a front-running style that could make him dangerous if he gets loose early. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of the Beat the Odds Horse Racing Show. And as always, may your tickets be live and your bankroll thriving. We'll see you next time, and remember, if you ain't betting, you ain't living.
Now open! The Beat the Odds Horse Racing LLC store is officially open. With over 100 horse racing themed products, including shirts, hoodies, stickers, and more, you're sure to find something you love. Check it out now at www.tohr.com and discover your perfect match today. Don't miss out. Shop now and beat the odds.